Oh boy, good afternoon. We are live. Get ready, boys. We are live here at Ocean's Pit. It is Tuesday. Let's see what we got coming in, folks. George, get everybody ready. Guys, let's go. Live it is. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things. It's Tuesday, the 16th of November, and I hope you guys are doing well. I hope everybody's doing fine. It's a gorgeous day today. It's warmer today and tomorrow compared to the next couple days, folks. The last couple days were just, cold, and now the next 2 days is supposed to be nice. So I hope you guys are doing well, folks. Check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com. To book a show, to call, to talk to us, give us a call at 847-769-8609. Today is Tuesday on the 16th of November, and Thanksgiving right around the corner, right, folks? Right around the corner. So interesting stuff, folks. I want to just say every show is brought to you by Eco Solar Solutions, where you always save more energy, and when you save more energy, you save more money. Call Caesar at 630-345-2964. Tell him Tony O sent you, and get that solar paneling that you might need for your home, saving money on electricity, because that's what we're trying to do, right, folks? It's a little show about big things. Monday through Friday, we dedicate every show to the first responders, the policemen, the firemen, the teachers, the doctors, the nurses, the farmers, but mostly we dedicate it to people like you. And that's what it's all about, folks. We want you to share the page right now. Let everybody know about the show, folks. It is Monday through Friday. We're excited to be here again. I just want to say, everybody, here's what's coming up this week. Thursday, we'll be at the Hyatt Regency Hotel in Schaumburg. Special party for Mayor Tom Daly, the mayor of Schaumburg. Friday, we will be at Chicago Prime Steakhouse. Saturday, we'll be at Club Arcada Speakeasy, Ron Onesti's great nightclub in beautiful downtown St. Charles, with Tony Toto on drums, Danny Raimondi on saxophone, and, of course, Rhino Ryan doing sound. Rhino will also be with us Friday and Thursday as well. How you guys doing, Kathy? Patrick, Tony, I hope you guys are doing well. It's one of those days. Felice, come stai? Richard, Keith, how you guys doing? Oh, yeah, it's a good day. Marion, hello, my friend. I hope you're doing well. Sorry we couldn't have Donald yesterday on the phone, on the show. Don Fielden, we hope we're going to get him in before the end of the month, folks. He's the #1 Mike Ditka impersonator. For some reason, some people can get on the show with Zoom and the link that we send you, and some people can't. So I don't know what it is. Unfortunately, we couldn't get Don on, and but hopefully we'll get him on at the end of the month. Okay, folks, before we get into other stuff here, one more sponsor here, Trico Hair Experts. We want to say happy heavenly birthday to Anthony Santangelo's father. Anthony, of course, is the owner, along with Carmela Santangelo. They are the owners of Trico Hair Experts. Guys, it's the holiday season. Women out there, if you see your men out there with the comb over and the hat, and tell them to get hair. Women can get hair. Kids can get hair. Trico Hair Experts right out of Rosemont, Illinois. Give them a call at 773-999-7888. That's Trico Hair Experts, everybody. And then Don Esteban Cigars out of Tarpon Springs, Florida. Get them hand-rolled right to your home. You get them natural. You get them dark. We're still a week behind right now on cigar sales for them to deliver it, because everything is taking a little longer now that it's getting closer to the holidays. So you see me smoke them. You can ask for the Tony Ocean ones or the ones you want yourself. Call Javier at 727-366-7536. That's Trico Hair Experts. All right, folks. Let me just give you some information here, folks. I want to thank everybody. If you've been following me and my wife, Laura, for many, many years, the years that you've been with us, me and Laura have only been married, going to be, 4 years, 5 years in January, 4 years. Anyway, my mother-in-law, Dee, an incredible woman, a woman who's just nonstop, this woman. She is the woman that keeps the family insane, keeps it sane, keeps it with her sense of humor and her love for everybody in the family. She's always a get up and go, go, go. And you know, one thing about Mama D, which is great about her, is she will look at a situation and she doesn't make a difference if it's family or not. She looks at the situation and she tries to fix it. She's the Energizer Bunny. Thank you, Becky. Thank you, Napolitano. Thank you, Carol. My mother-in-law is doing much better, folks, but she's still in the hospital. Now, as I was trying to say, she was the rock of the family, you know, and she's been sick with COPD for many, many, many years. Now, she gave up smoking at least, 25, 30 years ago. But that COPD, once it hits you, it's a pain in the ass. So she's got tests and doctors and medicine and tests and doctors and medicines. My mother-in-law even survived COVID. My mother-in-law got COVID-19 and she still survived that. She's just one strong lady with a lot of will and wants to do what she wants to do. But because of the breathing and the air tank that she's got to wear all the time, and it's crazy. So off and on, back to the hospital. They call the doctor. Oh, it's Debosh again. Give her those other meds. Well, she had some infection and they gave her some more medication. And this medication just must have did something to her insides because she started twitching and talking in her sleep and stuff like that. So yesterday, again, I remember my wife Laura went away a couple of days to get away just to relax because my wife likes to do that. She doesn't have too many hobbies because she's got 3 businesses. She's got, her mom. She's got me, of course, as a husband. So you know what that can do. And then her free time is just relaxing. So the little place that we love in Lake Geneva that she goes to, spent a couple of days there, came home. And right when she came home, she was supposed to do the show with us Friday at Bellagio in Roselle, the live stream. For all the studio people to come in and see the show. And Jerry Jam's Renda, thank you, Jerry, for filling in Friday. But she couldn't make it because she had to take Mom to the hospital. So she came back home again. And yesterday, they took her to Alexian Hospital yesterday, and they've been there ever since. They spent the night last night, bought him some food. Hi, Tony. How you doing? Yeah, hi, Michelle. Thank you. I want to thank you all for all the prayers and good thoughts to my mother D. So she slept. They put her on some Benadryl. She slept very good till about 3:00 in the morning, and then. Now, mind you, luckily my wife Laura and my sister-in-law Natalie got to sleep overnight in the hospital with her. They said they weren't going anywhere. And more about medicine. People were trying to give her more pills and medicine and this and that. And my wife said, "Enough already." So they give her something. They think it was an allergic reaction to something that she was taking. I think one of the medications that they gave her might have been allergic to reaction to something that she's already taking, if that makes any sense. They're doing a brain scan stuff just to make sure that there was no damage or anything done. She's in good spirits. She ate to this morning. She woke up. My mother never eats. She's like, 100 pounds, 100 and something pounds. She barely eats. When even she's home, she barely eats. So when she woke up this morning, which was good news, she had a nice big breakfast, a blueberry. I mean, she ate. So that was the first thing that we knew that Mom was getting better. But she's still there. They're probably going to spend another night overnight. My mother-in-law D, and my wife and Natalie at the Alexian Brothers. So we just got to pray for it. And this morning. Last night, I took my mom, Mama C, my mom out for her birthday. Her birthday was Saturday. And it was, Laura was supposed to come with her. She couldn't, of course, because she was with her mom. So it was just me, my sister, and my mom. We went to River Cafe in River Grove, and my mother loves their food there. And Jimmy had a nice little spread, great food. Thank you, Jimmy, for the dessert. And then we took my mom home. But this morning at 8:30, I had to take her for her annual stress test. So we got there at 8:30 at Gottlieb Hospital in North Lake or Melrose Park, whatever it is over there. River Grove. And so we were there for 3 hours. I got out of the hospital there at 10:30 with my mom. And they took these stress tests. So we're going to have to wait on that, on those results too. So a lot of hospitals in the last 2 days. But so far, everybody's going good. Marion, tomorrow I go to the hospital. Happy birthday to your mom. Oh, thank you, Marion. Well, I hope the best news for you when you go to the hospital. Michael, how you doing, buddy? Long time no see, stranger. Gets engaged and you never see the guy anymore. How you doing, pal? I hope you're well. And I hope we wish Tiffany a very, very, very happy birthday. This is Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things Monday through Friday. Let's talk for another quick sponsor if we can, folks. And you know what? It's very important that we like to make sure that we let everybody know about our sponsors. Here it is, Deutsch Power Center. Great Lakes, servicing the construction and diesel industry in the last 100 years in Chicago, folks. They've been serving. They've been in business that long, so that's a great track record and a great company. And my buddy Sal is in charge over there. So give my buddy Sal a call at 224-276-6550 and tell him Tony O sent you. That's Deutsch Power Center. And don't forget, Airtight Windows, siding specialist, family owned for 30 years for honesty and quality. Do it right with Airtight Windows. Call my buddy Lou for a free estimate at 708-588-5000. That's 708-588-5000. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the deal of the century. This is the deal of the year. And I'm going to tell you, folks, exactly what I'm talking about. I'm going to make you an offer you can't refuse. How would you like to be a member of the Corleone Club? It's not a joke. It's real. StateSyndicate.com. You like going out for dinner and get these steaks and burgers and fish and hot dogs and stuff and pay all these crazy prices when you go out. It's important to go out and do that too to support local establishments. But how about getting these steaks delivered right to your home? Very simple. A great holiday gift. If you love steaks, burgers, fish, hot dogs, everything, folks, you go to StateSyndicate.com. John Sirianni put this together, folks, and what a great deal. Once you become a member of the Corleone Club, you get 50% off everything in the store, so you can get all those steaks and chicken and fish, all that great stuff, at a 50% price. Very simple. Go to StateSyndicate.com, promo code TonyOcean. You're going to get 25% off the membership fee, folks. And listen to this. You're going to get a free tomahawk steak. A free tomahawk steak. That's right. StateSyndicate.com. You talking to me? No, I'm talking to you. StateSyndicate.com. Doing it right, man. Do it. Get those steaks. Great for gift giving. All right, folks, we're back here, Ocean's Pit. Greetings. Thank you, Alan and Lena. Hope you guys are doing well. Shoes, yes, Miami, Florida. Santa Barbara. Dee prayed for me, and I'm still praying for her. Thank you, Yolanda. I hope you're doing well, too. Thank you guys for tuning in every day. But my mom is getting better, but still, you know, she's never going to get cured of the COPD. She's going to have it forever. So let's just hope that, you know, she's got to with the tank and this and that. And Natalie actually quit her job at the high school 2 years ago, right when COVID-19 hit. She quit the job and she started my mother started hiring her to take care of her full time. And then she got a class and so now she does that for a living for my mom. My mother-in-law, Dee, takes care of her. So Natalie hasn't slept in days now. I mean, she's just another rock to the family. Another one who tells it like it is, you know, and that's what's important. They need each other and we need them, you know, we do. And my wife is in the middle of it all. So it's kind of hard when you can't really do anything. You know what I mean? I mean, you can be here. The dog slept with me last night. Kids are doing their own thing, running around, doing what they have to do to keep themselves busy, you know, because it gets to the point where it's just like, my God. And I have my buddy Joe Naska, if you guys know Joe or not. He's in a hospital. He can't leave. He's in a retirement, assisted living. The guy's my age. He's in assisted living. Can't breathe. He's been on oxygen for years. Can't leave the bed. Can't leave the house. So it's a horrible, horrible disease. Anybody's have to go through that. Thank you, Bonnie and Jack. Hope you're doing well. Ricky Miles, thank you, my good friend. Oh, Natalie, Ma. Miss you, Ma. Mom's watching, folks. So come on. Everybody give Mama D. Hi, Mama D. Because Mama D's watching Natalie and my mom, and of course, my lovely wife, Laura, at the hospital. Just being with her. I just dropped off Portillo's today, not for Mom, but for Natalie and my wife before the show today. So, they got to sleep in that room with her on 2 chairs. They weren't going to leave, rightfully so. But I love my wife and Natalie telling the doctors enough is enough with this bullshit. No more this, no more that. Everything they give her, it's an allergic reaction to what she has. The poor woman can't get a break. She cannot get a break. And you all met my mother-in-law. If you haven't, well, then it's your loss. But she's an incredible woman. You don't like to see people. I don't like to see anybody sick. But knowing what she's going through right now, and you probably, guys, women, men, people out there, friends of mine, everybody might have situations like that where your parents are sick or your grandparents are sick. And there's nothing you can do about it. But like I said, my mother even survived COVID-19 with COPD. She was like Superman. What? My whole family recovered from COVID-19. Thank God. So our prayers go out to Mama D. Just relax. Those hospital chairs not comfortable. Yeah, Carol, they're not comfortable, of course. Not at all. So Mom, at least she's got a bed because she's going from the couch to the bed. Now at least she's got a bed. And it's just got to be so difficult for them. And I dropped off food for my wife today, and she looked so tired. I mean, she still looked beautiful as always, but she just looked tired. No way. She hadn't slept in 1 day, and Natalie hasn't slept in about 5 days. She's a walking zombie. She's walking around like this. She has no clue where she's at. Poor Natalie can't sleep because she got to make sure that Mom's doing okay. She's watching over her while she's sleeping. Strong. We got very, 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 very strong women in our families. Very strong and a good gate. They hold everybody together. And we stick up for each other and we help each other when we're down. Some are better than others. I come into the family years ago, and you guys know my story. We talk about it so many times. But, being divorced and being in the nightlife and being with the musician and doing this for a living, and you're out at night and you're just, hanging, doing what you can during the day. And your whole life you've been kind of, I wouldn't say spoiled, but, I never really had any obstacles, really. I mean, I was very fortunate in life. I got lucky to be able to do this for a living, and you try to get involved with relationships and you think things are going to work. And of course, at that particular time before, if you guys know me, if you didn't know me, my head was a bunch of shambles anyway, But I finally meet the woman I love, and Laura, and it's and you got the kids now in the family, so it's tough. We go through ups and downs, Everybody goes through that. It's like salt and pepper. We're like salt and pepper, but when we mix it in the salad, woo, it's good. I don't like salt so much, but pepper is pretty good. But anyway, so they're the strong women in the family, all of them. Nina, Marissa, Gianna, Natalie, my mom, and my wife, Laura, are very strong. And that's what makes them successful in what they do. And whatever they do, they're going to be successful at. We're going to have our ups and downs with anything, but whatever they put their mind to, they're going to be successful at. And I think everybody should be that way. I mean, if you think about it, it's not easy. We're going to go through ups and downs. But again, thank you so much for everybody asking about my mother-in-law, Dee. Thank you much for that. I appreciate it. Tomorrow morning at 10:30, I get my brand new 2022 XL Cadillac Black. Finally, I've been waiting since July because they couldn't find the chip. So they found it. It's being delivered to my house. Now think about this, folks. That's what I love about when you lease or especially when you lease with Heritage Cadillac, Frank Amadeo and his staff over there. When I need an oil change, they pick up my car. They drop off a loaner and they take my car for an oil change. I never have to go to the shop. Now, mind you, they're dropping off a brand new car to me. I don't have to go to the dealership and sit there for 4 hours. They're bringing me my car. I'm going to fill out a few paperwork, boom, boom, boom. Then they're going to take my car, old car, bam, new car in the driveway. Very cool. So it's very good. Tony, it's so terrible, heartbreaking because you're hard and your hands are tied, tough woman. And yeah, Marion, you're absolutely right. My dad is 93 Alzheimer's. Imagine that, Isabella Drake. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. But here's something I don't get, folks. Again, I kept saying this about the show, in the show. We have a pandemic that hits. They come up with this vaccine in less than 9 months? How come they don't have a cure for Alzheimer's or COPD or cancer or Lyme disease or anything? They've got the cure. They're not going to give it to us. You know how much money the pharmaceutical companies would lose if they had a cure, a pill for cancer? Here you go. Thank you. Cancer gone. Hi, Yolanda. I love you too, honey. Yeah. Crazy stuff, folks. People have been asking about Florida. That's right. The Windy City tour, Windy City Boys will be taking off on March 11th at the, sorry, folks. We'll be in Florida on March 11th, 12th, and 13th. Now, we'll be there with Greg Reaney at the Venice Community Center, starting off there. We got more dates to come, but here's the first 3 dates locked up. Put them in your book, people in Florida. You want to come out and celebrate with Tony Ocean with the brand new show, the Windy City Boys, Greg Reaney, and yours truly. March 11th at the Venice Community Center. That'll be Friday night. Saturday, the 12th, and the 13th. Sunday will be at Joey D's Marco Island in Florida. Those are 3 dates locked in, and we got more coming up. We will be giving you more dates. Now, remember, this is March of 2022. Plenty of time to rearrange the calendar and say, let's go down and see Ocean and Greg Reaney in beautiful Florida. Oh, Florida. Can't wait. Next Saturday will be at Taverna on the 27th. The 24th will be at Black Wednesday. Will be at Rosario's in Roselle. We got some more dates coming up. 2 new clubs. December 15th will be at Tavern on the Point in Edison Park. Great new nightclub there, folks. John does a great job. 3 floors, beautiful. That's the Wednesday, the 15th. We're going to be doing a holiday Christmas show on the 15th there. On the 9th of December, we'll be at a brand new place called Postantino's, a brand new Italian restaurant in Oak Brook. We'll be there on the 9th, December 9th, which is a Thursday. And we'll be there, folks, to celebrate Frank Sinatra's birthday party bash. That's going to be fun on the 9th. Now, the night before that, Wednesday the 8th, Ocean's Rat Pack, brought to you by Jerry Jams Renda and Donnie G's. Bill Saratella as Frank Sinatra, Elliot Wimbush as Sammy Davis Jr., yours truly as Dean Martin, Jerry Jams running the sound and everything like that. Daryl Armenstadt. It's going to be Wednesday, December 8th, a dinner package, Donnie G's in Elmwood Park. Check it out. My birthday party will be on the 29th of December at Bellagio. It's a Wednesday with the Main Event Band and a whole bunch of special guests coming by. It's going to be a lot of fun. New Year's Eve will be at Avanti Banquet Halls in Fox River Grove, and we got new stuff we just posted today to give you more information on that, folks. And then talking to Ron Onesti a couple of days, people wondering about Sinatra birthday bash. Now, you know, since 2017, or you might not know, 2017, 2016, 17, I think it was, Ron Onesti did the very first Frank Sinatra 99th birthday bash when Frank was turning 99 years old. And we did it, and we had a 10, 15-piece band and about 8, 9 singers, and we all did a tribute to Frank. And then we did the 100th anniversary. Then we skipped a year, and then we did one 2019 live stream. We did because 2020 because we couldn't do anything, so we did a live stream. But we're doing one, folks. I said, Ron, I got an opportunity to do a show on the 12th of December. Are we going to move on with this? He goes, yes, let's do it. So there will be a Sinatra birthday bash with the Ron Onesti organization December 12th of this year. We don't know it's going to be Des Plaines. We don't know if it's going to be St. Charles, but it's going to happen right around Christmas for Sinatra's birthday on the 12th. And keep in touch here. Stay tuned. We'll give you some more information on that. So we're excited. You guys been watching the Kyle Rittenhouse trial. They went to court. I guess they start on Tuesday, if I read it right. If I was watching it at the hospital today, so I really didn't pay much attention to it. But the National Guard is supposed to bring in 500 different troops just because of this outcome. Now, yesterday we did mention it on the show. Yes, Marianne, you can call Villaggio in Roselle there. You can look at my Facebook page. I posted the number and everything on there. It's on Lake Street. You could make a reservation. It's going to be a lot of fun. You won't want to miss that. Mine is 83rd. Her birthday's December 13th. She has COPD. Oh, there you go, Marianne. Oh, blessing to your mom. Oh, Carol, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's just crazy with that cancer and that word. You know, it's funny. The two things that are killing people, COVID and cancer. They get a cure for COVID, or not a cure, but a vaccine that supposedly you won't die, but they haven't proven that yet. And then cancer, which they know, guaranteed, that they've got a cure for this, but we're just never going to see it. We're never going to see a cure for any of this stuff. Folks, you're just going to get another pill and another charge and another charge and another charge and another charge. They are in debrillations right now waiting for the verdict. All right, thank you, Richard. I thought I heard that right, but I wasn't quite sure. But guys, I'm asking you, I talked about this yesterday, what the verdict will be. 500 people coming, 500 National Guards guys coming into Kenosha, or Antioch. Do you have the right to defend yourself? I've listened to some of the story from both sides. I just didn't like the way CNN only showed the prosecutors' testimonies and stuff. They showed nothing for the defense. That's just CNN for you. Garbage CNN. They're on that side, you know, the worst station you can listen to or watch. But they didn't show anything. They just showed the prosecuting attorney there. What about the defense attorney? CNN, these news, these social medias. Why don't you show both people, both sides fighting, and what they're trying to get their point across to talk to the jury? All you see is CNN. We can get, oh God, can't stand CNN. And another one, Fox, another. Oh, don't get me started, folks. Don't get me started. It's not a good day today to get me started. But I don't know. Can you defend yourself? Now, I know it was different times, but remember, I think Richard Hamlin said, I'm feeling so sad from it's all bullshit. Marianne, I feel the same way. I think Richard Hamlin mentioned this yesterday, or Ron, our good friend Ron did too. He said, let's not look at the action that was taken. Why don't we look at what caused the action to happen? Those riots that hit these cities in 2020. Somebody threatened his life. People were going crazy during those times. We had Peggy Flynn on yesterday. She was watching, and she's from Kenosha. She said it was horrible watching it right in her own backyard. So I don't know. I feel sorry for this kid. Do I think he's going to get the max? No. Do I think he should walk away not guilty? Yes. He's defending himself. Thank you, Patrick. It is a communist news network, folks. There it is. I don't have to say. You guys know yourself about it. They only let you see one side of the story, what they believe in. They don't care about the other side. But you're supposed to be news. Remember back when we were kids? 5, 7, 2, 9. They told you what was going on. They told you what was going on in the world. Or maybe maybe it was like that too back then. We just didn't know. We were just too small or too whatever. Too young. We didn't think about it. I hope the guy gets let go. But if he does get guilty, if he is found guilty, I don't think they're going to give him the max. He's going to go to jail for a couple years if that's the case. But I think he should walk free. He was defending himself, and I asked this yesterday, and some people Yeah, we had a bunch of different opinions that came in on the show yesterday. I mean, if it's your family, if it's you fighting to defend your family, your home, what would you do? You have the right to defend yourself. People were blaming the gun. It's got nothing to do with the gun, folks. It's got to do with the person carrying the gun. You can't sue a bottle of booze for a drunken driver. You can't say, well, that bottle of Jack Daniels. No, the guy drank the Jack Daniels and he got in his car and he drove. You can't blame the car either. It's not the car's fault. It's the guy and woman are in the car. It's the person that's got this gun. Will he be sentenced as a youth or as an adult? Richard, very good. 17, he should have been at school. Okay. Yeah, I heard that too. A lot of people were at school during those riots, weren't they? Not school. They should have been probably home at Zoom. I don't know. It's a crazy story, but the guy shouldn't be locked up in jail for the age of 17. Shouldn't be locked up in jail for the rest of his life. Because I'll tell you guys something, if they're in front of my house, I'd be doing the same thing. And so would every single one of you. Because you can't call the cops because the cops aren't coming. And if they can, their hands are tied. These officers, these poor police officers, trying to do their job, but they can't do their job. The cops they're probably as well right now as security guards at Walmart. The security guard at Walmart has more rights than a police officer does. A couple bad seeds that they had, and whatever. There's a couple bad things in every department, every job, everything. You can't blame the whole police force, but take away their power, defunct them, whatever you're going to do to them is insane. They're just doing their job. Unfortunately, sometimes some of them don't do the right thing. But you can't put a mark on every other police officer. And we don't have to go through all this. We've already been through it. The news does suck. Hi, Albert, you overslept because you were partying last night from your birthday. All that chocolate cake that you were eating from Portillo's, I hear. Anyway, so we'll see what happens, folks. We'll see what happens in the news coming with that, folks. We got some birthdays, folks. Another thing, the McRib. McDonald's has two new burgers out. Well, this isn't new. They bought back the McShit sandwich, the McRib, which is probably bat, goat, turtle. I don't know what's inside that McRib. Dog. Horrible. But they got something now called the McPlant, which is a veggie burger. People are asking if you tried it. Anybody tried this McPlant veggie burger? If you hear the president of the area retired and said he would run for mayor in 2024, yes, I did hear that. I love this guy getting on the social media and telling the officers what to do, and they banned him from social media. Isn't it crazy? They just want their people to speak. They don't want anybody else people to speak up their mind. A McRib does sound gross. It's horrible. And the McPlant, I don't know. But that Miracle Burger, whatever it was from Burger King, that was fantastic. I don't know if the McPlant is going to be anything like that burger from Burger King, the no meat burger. That no meat burger is actually very good. Send Lightfoot packing. Yeah, she should be packing. See her on the news getting her shot, her booster shot. What a joke she is. Oh, yeah. And it's funny to get, 60, 80 people today, whatever it is by the end of the day, 100 people, whatever it is. They all hate her too. It's amazing. It's amazing how many people. I mean, she's a joke. I always say, don't bite the hand that feeds you. If you go out and get drunk, you did it for the bottle. McPlant food sucks. All right. So Marion, you tried it. Yeah. Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice is being too nice about our mayor. Albert, yeah, I ate last night. Thanks for the great shout outs. Well, Albert, I'm glad you had a good time on your birthday, pal. And speaking of birthdays, let's talk about some birthdays. Speaking of McDonald's, folks, November 16th, 1979, the drive-thru was invented. The very first drive-through for McDonald's was November 16th, 1979. Imagine what the world changed when that drive-through, right? Nobody had to get out of their cars anymore. Didn't have to care what you were wearing. You can go in a pair of shorts, slippers, and just whatever, right? You didn't have to wear, because if you go in the store, you got to at least look halfway decent if you go into McDonald's, because you might bump into somebody. But when that drive-through came, it was fantastic. I remember being in Florida, I think in Texas, certain places, they even have drive-through liquor stores. I want to know, does it come with the brown paper bag too with it so you can drink it on the way when you leave? I mean, I don't know. But 1979, the drive-through was invented. All right, it's time, ladies and gentlemen, for a couple things we need to say prayers for. Jack Scallion, a great drummer in the Chicagoland area. He lost his brother, Danny. Jack, I'm sorry, my brother. My prayers go out to you and your family. God bless you. Just horrible when people have to lose their lives. Julio Lugo, former member of the Boston Red Sox, dies at the age of 45 years old. 45. He's still a kid. 45 years old. All right, what else we got here for us? How about say a happy birthday? Let's see. Kathy Chapman, our good friend Kathy. Happy birthday, Kathy. I have not seen you in a while. I hope you're doing well. Burgess Meredith, better known as the Penguin, celebrates a birthday. And, of course, Rocky, you're a bum. Mick, come in, Mick. Of course, Burgess Meredith playing Mickey, the coach on the hit TV movie. Of course, Rocky, and, of course, playing Penguin in the Batman series 1966 with Adam West, celebrates a birthday. The oldest World War II veteran. He's 112 years old today. Oldest. Happy birthday, Lawrence Brooks. At the age of 112 years old, the oldest living soldier to fight for us for World War II. He's 112 years old today. How cool is that? Happy birthday, Lawrence, and thank you for what you did for our country. Beverly Deangelo. I always used to like her, man, but she was from the National Vacation, right, with Chevy Chase. She was the wife. But she also was a big sidekick to a girlfriend to Al Pacino. I always thought Beverly Deangelo was a beautiful lady. 70 years old today. Downtown, don't sleep in the subway. Yeah, we're talking about Petulia Clark. Celebrates a birthday today as well. Oh, yeah, Macho Man. Randy Savage, better known as Randy Popo, originally from Downers Grove, Illinois. Of course, changed his name, of course, to the Macho Man Randy Savage, being one of the biggest wrestlers ever in the WWF, WWE history. Take a bite out of the Slim Jim. And, of course, his lovely real wife, Elizabeth. Happy birthday, Macho Man. Let's see. Oh, boy, I'm telling you. Ed Asner. Of course, Ed Asner, better known as Lou Grant on the Mary Tyler Moore, celebrates a birthday. He just passed away, the great Ed Asner. Wow. Very cool. Whitney Mayo. Whitney Mayo. You might recognize the name. He was a comic character actor, but you better know him as Grady. Grady Wilson on Sanford and Son. One of my favorites. Hello, Grady. Yeah. Googly goobs, Fred. Whitney William Mayo celebrates a birthday. Tiffany Sokolowski. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Michael, Tiffany's birthday. I hope you're doing well, honey. Having a great birthday. It's Ocean's Pit, folks. We are here today. Hope you guys are having a great day. It's going to be gorgeous today and tomorrow as well. A couple things here for That's Suspicious. It's time for That's Suspicious. That's right, folks. Look at this. According to Bloomberg, which is a social media outlet, FBI emails systems compromised. Excuse me. Worried about cyber threat. It's the worst thing that people can fear about. If the younger generation or anybody right now that works with the social media, with their phones, when the phone went out, Facebook, people were committing suicide. You see these people? What are we going to do? If they want to end this world, cut off our social media. Cut off our televisions. America would blow us up. They'd all be killing each other in weeks to steal social media. So FBI's emails compromised. Maybe we'll get some truth. Maybe we'll find out Hillary's emails or Joe Biden's son's. Where's his emails at? You don't see any of that stuff, do we? Be very interested, folks. Amtrak. I love Amtrak. I did this only once. We took a train to Niagara Falls. It was cool, one of those sleepers. But I remember being small. It wasn't very comfortable for me being a tall guy. Now, one of my buddies sent me pictures that he paid $500 more to get an upgrade, and the room is just a little bit bigger. So I don't know. I've not slept in one of those in a long time. But me and my wife are thinking about doing it. I got my birthday coming up, and I love to do that again. But I would, they said, I remember when you were a kid watching the movies, you see those train cars, those rooms were huge. You can fit 2 or 3 people in there. Now, I've not seen that yet. I don't know if you guys have been on an Amtrak lately. Does anybody can tell me if these rooms are big enough for someone at my height? And, I don't know. But I definitely, like I said, he sent me a picture and it was $500 more and the room was just a little bit bigger. Who knows? But I'd love to do that. Amtrak is one of the coolest things because to go to Niagara Falls, what we did, it would take you right downtown Union Station. You get right on the Amtrak. It takes you right to Niagara Falls. I mean, you get off on the train. You either go this way, you're on the Canadian side, or this way, you're on the United States side. Pretty cool. If you haven't been to Niagara Falls, one of the most beautiful places in the world. Just if you love that water and everything. Well, all right, folks. Even if you ever hear, I want to send, Phyllis sent this in. Phyllis here from Hillside, Illinois. Phyllis says, even if they hear bad things about you, understand at one particular time you've done good for some of these people, but you'll never hear about that. And in life, you ever notice that, oh, that girl did this or that guy did this, but you never hear of the good things they did for you or your friend or someone in your family. It's just that particular thing that will mark you for the rest of your life. And half the people out there, if you think about it, they only know a different version of you. Like, especially for me, I know people that know a version of me from 25, 30 years ago. They might see me now, but they don't know me like they might have done 30 years ago. Was I crazy back then? Of course. No doubt about it. How you doing, Marion? Thank you. Kayuya, hi, honey. How you doing? Oh, sir, how you doing, pal? Well, thank you. Yeah, fair weather friends. Carol, you're absolutely right. I don't know. Let's see what else we got here, folks. This is the state of Illinois. Remember, folks, people were leaving the state of Illinois, 300 people a day were leaving Illinois before the pandemic because of the taxes and because of everything going on in the city of Illinois. 12.6 million people living under one man's rule for 613 days and counting in Illinois. And we still are. I knew you when. Ronnie DeMel, hi, honey, from the Hyatt Hotel. Hope you're doing well, Ronnie. Ronnie, this Thursday, we'll be playing the Hyatt in Schaumburg, doing the party for Mayor Tom Daley, the mayor of Schaumburg. So we'll be there this Thursday performing there. I hope you're doing well, Ronnie, you and your sister, Georgia, and everybody. Still are, Peter. 49% or more people have left Illinois. Thank you, Tony Toto. They're running like, I would move in a heartbeat. But I can't. It's not my decision. But I would move. I'd love to go to Wisconsin, but you can't. I'd never make a living there. But it's nice to live out there. Peaceful. Well, certain parts at least. Not like Kenosha right now. Waiting for Kyle Rittenhouse. I hope that jury don't hang this kid. Because I'm telling you, folks, if it was in front of my house, we talked about this yesterday, and you get a whole bunch of different people telling me their opinions and their thoughts, which is very cool. Thank God that we can still do that in this country. At least I don't know for how much longer, but We are still free to say what we feel right now. Speaking about being free, if you are from Austria, right now, if you're from the country of Austria and you are unvaccinated, you are quarantined. Quarantined. You cannot leave the house. This is in Austria, folks. Like armed soldiers. Like Gene Simmons of the rock group Kiss. An idiot. A genius? Yes. What an idea to come up with Kiss. But when he says if you hang with the unvaccinated, then you are the enemy too. Gene Simmons, quote, from the heavy metal rock band Kiss, says if you hang with the unvaccinated, then you are an enemy too. Thank you, Gene. Oh, you are watching Ocean Spit. I mean, unbelievable, right, folks? Scottie Pippen, according to sportscasting.com, Scottie Pippen, former Chicago Bull, says that LeBron James is a better basketball player than Michael Jordan. Said that Michael Jordan ruined basketball. Well, let me tell you, not a Michael Jordan fan, but do I like LeBron better? Yes, that's just me. Is Michael the GOAT of all basketball? Yes, he was the GOAT of all basketball. He made basketball a much bigger sport than it was. He was an inspiration to a lot of children, went out and bought the jerseys and the shoes, and a role model, lousy role model, because he was a degenerate gambler, never paid his debts. Why do you think his father's gone? Even though people argue with me with that, they think it's, you know me, I love conspiracy theories. But anyway, Pippen, I remember him and Pippen were like this. They were like, Batman and Robin, they were called. Peter, maybe Pippen is trying to sell more books. Absolutely. So, right? As crazy as it sounds, it works. I don't know, folks. Who knows? It's just crazy. So I think, is he trying to sell more books? Yeah, probably. I don't know. I met Pippen a couple of times. Didn't care for the guy. But remember, I'm not a Bulls fan, so I was always anti-Bulls, so it didn't make a difference who I met. I didn't think any of them were cool. But they seem like they're coming back. They're doing pretty good, actually, right now. So it's good. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just these stories. How about this? Dr. Oz. Were you a Dr. Oz fan? Do you watch this guy? He wants to run for a Republican Senate for U.S. Senate, the U.S. United States Senate in Pennsylvania. I can see Dr. Oz running for the Republicans. I can see him in the U.S. Senate. I don't know. Many servers tell me he's a lousy tipper. Yeah, he's not a good. He's stiffing, cheap. Yeah, stiffing, tipping, pippin, whatever. No tipping, pippin. Yeah, they said he was real cheap, frugal. They always said Michael was a cheap tipper in the casino shammer. Yeah, that's true. So looking, guys, remember, you're judging these guys as basketball players. You're not judging them as a person, individual people. We didn't hang with them. We didn't know. We just watched them on television. You watch these people on television, they become stars. They become idols. They become role models. But you don't know what they do. You were talking yesterday about that girl from the name of that band, Brass for Womanhood, whatever, took her pants down and peed on a guy on stage, right on his face. This is a hip-hop new band, I guess, out of the UK. So, and people might look at these guys as role models. They don't know they individually. So I don't know Michael as an individual. I don't know Pippen. I've seen him at the bar a couple times, blah, blah, blah. I don't hang with him. Thank you, Bruce. I got to get those cigars from you, buddy. Bruce Carzone there from the New York City area. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Yeah, so Dr. Oz should be interesting. A couple of TV shows. One TV show, if you remember, the great. Now, you guys might remember this November 16th, 1976, it was the show Battle of the Network Stars. Now, remember, I used to love that show. It was hosted by Howard Cosell. And I loved when they used to have like the Stars of Brady Bunch against the stars of the Partridge Family. That would be like right now. They'd have like the stars of Friends against, maybe 30 Rock or Sex in the City against the guys from Orange is the New Black or whatever that color, or Yellowstone. But it would be like they would do Olympic matches. That is so cool to watch these guys out of their element. I thought the show was fantastic. It was a fun show, right, Joe? It was a fun show. Battle of the Network Stars debuted 1976, November 16th. Also, 21 years ago today, Albert, the Beatles' One record was released. Biggest selling album in the 2000s, the decade. Biggest selling album. 31 million copies sold. 31 million of a greatest hits record called One of the Beatles, which if you're a Beatle fan, you probably already had those songs already. Also, 55 years ago today, Monkees' first album debuted at number 1. If you're a Monkees fan, we're just talking about the Monkees too. Peter and Michael just did their final farewell tour. Excuse me. In Los Angeles. Mike Nesmith and Mickey Dolenz, the last founding members of the Monkees, ended their reunion tour, the farewell tour in Los Angeles last night. Of course, Davy Jones gone, Peter Tork gone. But their album, 55 years ago, debuted at number 1. And the album was released before the TV show, before anybody's seen the band. They've seen pictures of the band, but the song, Last Train to Clarksville, was number 1 before the show even started. And people just jumped on the Monkees bandwagon. And I have always did, and I still love them to this day. I bought all their solo stuff. I have all their records. And of course, for many years, they didn't play their own instruments, but I really didn't give a shit. Because if you think about it, when they did come out in 1966 and they made the Headquarters album, or 67 or 68, bye-bye, honey. They did come out with the record. They did play their own music. So they officially took the Last Train to Clarksville. Good one, Peter. Love that one. Hello from Thailand. Oh, Thailand. Japanese. How are you? I'm English learner. I think your video makes to be fun. Thanks. Well, thank you. We have a brand new listener here, folks, from Thailand. Japanese. Tekua. Well, how are you doing, my friend? I hope you're having a great day. And thank you for watching Ocean's Pit. So everybody say hello to our friends from Thailand. Japanese. How you doing? Welcome. And thank you for viewing, everybody. So it's nice to get some new people joining us. I really like that. So there's some new stuff that came up. The question is, folks, are you, that's suspicious. Are you awoke? Are you W-O-K-E? Well, let me ask you, folks. You may take a definition of woke. W-O-K-E. You hear about it. Do you know what it means? A state of awareness only achieved by those dumb enough to find interjection in everything except their own behavior. That is awoke. W-O-K-E. That's suspicious. We're talking about the new regime. We're talking about the new regime. They only think their way. And if you don't do it their way, everybody else's way is bad. You are an enemy. Last time I remember, this is the land of the free. This is the greatest country in the world. Last time I remember. November 16th, 1972, Felix Unger's wife asked him to leave. Of course, talking about The Odd Couple, great show, of course, with Jack Klugman, the great TV show, The Odd Couple. One of the best opening theme songs of The Odd Couple. And, of course, what a great movie. Originally, the movie was Walter Matthau and Jack Lemmon, but the TV show with Tony Randall and Jack Klugman was actually one of my favorites. So that's for sure, folks. All right. Well, we're almost running out of time, folks. I'm trying to get some other things up here, folks. Remember when you go to Gene and Jude's? We talked about Gene and Jude's and Super Dogs a couple days ago. And it almost came between everybody that was watching the show. It was almost like a 50-50 between Some people, more people like Gene and Jude, and more people like Super Dog. But Gene and Jude, if you remember, if you go to a Gene and Jude and there's a sign that says no parking, and right underneath it says no standing, and underneath it that says no ketchup. Because remember, it was the Gene and Jude's hot dog, no ketchup. So you can see the sign still, no parking, no standing, no ketchup. If you are following the presidential approval rating, approval right now, according to Newsweek, President Joe Biden is 30% approval rated. Vice President Harris is 22% approval rating, which makes you wonder, this is the vice president. She is 22 approval rating. And the president, supposed to be the higher guy, has only got 30. So they're not that many percentages apart from each other. And we also talked about Joe Biden, President Joe Biden, not visiting the border since the year 2008 was the last time he visited the border. And as a president of the United States, no matter what side you're on, Democrat or Republican, you should at least make an attempt to go to the border and see what's going on over there, right? Or just curious. I mean, it is kind of part of the job, right? Or somebody going over there to find out what's going on. I don't know. More stuff we keep talking about, folks. It just gets worse and worse and worse and worse. Marilyn Manson. Have you heard about this, folks? Marilyn Manson. Now, there's a couple women out there saying that Marilyn Manson got these women and they put them in these plastic glass cages soundproof, so they couldn't leave. And I don't know what he did with them, but now there's these women coming out, and now he's the next celebrity to get destroyed, Marilyn Manson. Whether you liked him or not, I don't know anything about the guy. I don't listen to his music. I couldn't tell you what he does. Was he original for what he did? Came up with a pretty cool idea? You know, all right, I give him that. But if this is true that he takes women and put them in these soundproof rooms, what the hell is that? And we keep going back to the electric cars. Electric cars, what do you do with the batteries? And my buddy Greg Reaney, he doesn't care letting all illegals in. No, you're right. Still too high. FJB, there you go, Danny Ramondi. I'll see you, Danny and Tony Toto, this Saturday at the Club Arcada Speakeasy. Electric cars. Now, here, folks, we're talking about the small electric cars, the Teslas. I think I told you my buddy Greg Reedy, my partner in the Windy City band, of course, the show that we're doing starting in March 11th in 2022. But he's got an electric car, and we were at one of the gigs in Florida this past year, and he took his phone out, and the car just pulled up in front of him. Very cool. But here are some questions that people were asking. What do you do with the batteries? He did tell me there's a company, they want them. I don't know. But how about this? How about trucks, planes, tanks, heavy equipment carriers? How do these things work on batteries? Okay, we're talking about the little Tesla car that can, you know, if you're overweight, forget it. You're done in that car. Who knows? I mean, you got to wait, my friend. You need a good beef sandwich and time out. You're worried, I can tell. Thank you, Marianne. You want to laugh, Marianne? You're going to laugh. You are going to laugh. I stopped and got Portillo's for my wife and Natalie. I bought it to the hospital before I came here, and you know that I had a beef sandwich. How did you know? I had one in the car. I ate one in the car. I ate that beef as fast as I've never ate a beef sandwich that fast before in my life. Takiwa says he doesn't need it. Absolutely. I don't need an electric car either. You're absolutely right. Danny, I love my Cadillac too. And I'm getting my Cadillac, folks. That's right. Tomorrow morning at 10:30. My brand new 2022 is finally here. Remember, I lease. I was supposed to get it in July. So I'm getting it in November at 10:30. They're bringing me my new car. I'm excited. One good thing about the lease, people say, well, you'll always have a payment. That's true. And when you get a new car, usually the payment's a little higher. That's true. But it'll always be reliable. If it goes down, they pick it up, they fix it. The only thing you're responsible when I lease is my tires and my windshield. Now, if you get a car and you finish paying it off, the minute the tires go, the minute everything goes on that. Big money, my friends. Big money. I got to tell you a quick story, folks, before we say goodbye. All right. What do we got time? What do we got? Oh, it's 1 o'clock. We don't have much time. I can't even tell you the story, but I want you guys to tune in tomorrow. But before we do that, we got a couple more sponsors we need to talk about. And that's right, folks, Portillo's. We're just talking about Portillo's. Let them come to you. Fundraisers, church groups, nonprofit. They come to your party. They come to your affair. They come with the food. Anything they sell over $200, you get 20% all proceeds. Anything over $200. You want to get this? You want to have this happen to your foundation, your nonprofit organization? There it is. Go to Joe Fank, F-A-N-K at Portillos.com. That's our son, Joe. Or call him at 224-636-3646 and jump on the Portillo's wagon, folks. All right, ladies and gentlemen, of course, last but not least, we want to thank our good friends, of course, from Patriot Funding Incorporated, right out of Roselle, Illinois. Now, you've probably seen Dave Antonelli at a couple of my shows. If you want to know about money lending, right here, unsecured credit lines, and you can go to his page and you can see all the different stuff that you can get with Patriot Funding Incorporated. Let's talk about today business credit cards. Here's just one of the things you can get. Program highlights up to $150,000 in funding. 0% interest for the first 16 to 13 months. Accounts only reported to business credit bureaus. Requirements needed. 700 plus FICO. Business registered 8 in good standing. $10,000 in 5 minutes sent right to your business bank account. Self-employed business bank account. Unsecured. Give Patriot Funding a call. 630-675-4730. Get that money and use it for whatever you want. Call Dave Antonelli. Tell him Tonio sent you. All right, folks. Remember, it is time for us to say goodbye. But remember, check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com. Call us to book a show, 847-769-8609. You guys are wonderful, everybody. And don't forget, folks, remember, Thursday will be at the Hyatt in Schaumburg for the mayor of Schaumburg, Mayor Tom Daly. Friday, Chicago Prime Steakhouse. And Saturday, Club Arcada Speakeasy in St. Charles. I want to thank you all. Thank you again for all the prayers that you said for my mom, Dee, out there. And I know she was watching today. Robert, I love my electric toothbrush. Oh, I love it too, folks. Real fast, I got to let you know something. According to Fox, folks, for all you Cub fans out there, for all you pot smokers out there, here it is, folks. A brand new marijuana dispensary opening up 400 feet next to Wrigley Field. It's happening, folks. Woo! Now you get Cub fans, all those in Bucktown, and now you get all those pot smokers. Woo! That's right. Fox News says a big pot dispensary coming to Wrigley Field. Are you ready for it? Anyway, folks, more stuff tomorrow. Tomorrow is Wednesday. We'll be back. And don't forget, Thursday, my lovely wife, Laura Ocean, will be back with me as my co-host. And Friday, our guest will be Ron Stetta, great guitar player for the Billy Joel Tribute Band with Nick Sahajas. Also plays with Good Clean Fun. Mike and Tracy was my guitar player for many years, and he's got the new something guitar shredders or a violin guy. They're very good. They're going to be on my show this Friday. Anyway, folks, thank you so much. In the great words of Ringo Starr, peace and love. And Mom, I love you, hon. Love you, Mom. Come home soon. I miss you, Natalie, my sister, and my lovely wife, Laura. I love you, honey. Watching the fort. God bless you all very much. Have an incredible day. Be kind. Have a great one. God bless you, everybody. Take us out.
Time to go. It's the end of the show. See you later from Tony.